What's up guys, TG back here with another video breaking down the promo for the series finale of The 100 and giving my predictions. I honestly have no idea how I expect this all to end, so anything I say can be completely wrong. So the first thing I want to discuss from the trailer is the battle going on. It seems like it's going to be basically everyone versus Bill Cadigan and the Disciples. We see Shade here chanting "Blood must have blood" and Trey slaying, with one crew following him. So it seems like, at least for this part of the episode, he will be on our side, bringing one crew together to fight the Disciples. We see this guy yell the last words here as the fighting begins. The Disciples knew Bill was close to getting the code and have been sitting there in the field ready for the war to start. The war that is arriving is of course going to be one crew and Clark and everyone else. That's not the last war that they have been preparing for this entire time. There is no war at all, it's a test, but this is the war they will be getting by coincidence. At this point, like I said, we know it's a test, and this battle is to try to stop Bill from being the one to take it. One death that we very likely will get in this episode based off the promo is Levitt. We see him laying down here with Octavia running towards him. He looks dead, but even if he's not, he's very badly injured and for sure got shot. In this next part here, we see Raven and the prisoners coming through the bridge over to Earth. When Indra wants to know what they are doing, Raven says, "Saving your asses." So it seems like back in Sanctum, Raven approached Nikki and basically told her what was going down and asked for her help. She will likely be fully honest in the mission they're going on and all the risks that come with it, since she regrets not doing that with Hatch. Nikki agrees and they go over to Earth to get the people that are still there before heading to Bardo. It seems that at some point on Earth they are trying to come up with a good plan, and Jordan says that he has one that would make Monty proud. That would likely mean that it requires no violence or fighting, because that's what Jordan and Monty are against. You can then see him heading over to Bardo alone. I think this takes place before the battle we see go down at the start of the promo. In this clip here with Jordan, it does not seem like there are any dead or injured bodies on either side, and as we already know, once the battle starts, bullets will be flying and people on both sides will die. So if this scene with Jordan was after the battle started, there would likely be dead bodies around him from our side, even if it's just unnamed one crew people or unnamed prisoner people. But since we don't see any, I think his plan might be to come through the anomaly alone and try to talk them down. Maybe tell them that they've been lied to and there is no war. But the Disciples won't believe him since they've been brainwashed and trained since birth. So the battle will go on. We also see this clip here with Raven a little later in the trailer. I think she was talking to Jordan here while still on Earth. In the clip, she basically says that they're selfish, they're violent, they've destroyed way too much, but they have survived. I think Jordan is trying to talk them out of battle and trying to convince them that they can do it peacefully, but Raven is disagreeing. She's saying they might not use the best methods, and yeah, they cause a lot of death and destruction, but in the end, it's been mostly successful for them, and they've survived. The next clip I want to go over is Murphy and Emory, with them trying to save Emory back on Sanctum. I think Emory is going to live now. If they were going to kill her, I think they would have done it last episode while they were still on Earth. There's no point to bring her all the way back if she's not going to make it. I'm still set on Murphy dying, as I said in a previous video on my channel. I think sometime later in the episode, maybe during the battle, he'll sacrifice himself to save someone. Going from a completely selfish character in Season 1 to sacrificing himself in the final episode is a great way to finish his arc. Now this clip here of Bill walking, I think that's him walking towards the stone. He's going to enter the code and enter into the white bridge to start the test. He's one of the two people I think will be 100% taking this test. Throughout the season, everyone has been debating who will be the one to take the test if it was real, and now I think it will be more than one person. You can't have one person represent the entire human race, you need a few at least. Because if Bill represents everyone, it will seem like every human is a selfish manipulator when that's not the case, but if you have someone like Maddy or Jordan, it will make it seem like everyone is nice and innocent, which also isn't true. So Bill will be the first one in, and then I think the second will be Clark as she tries to chase him down, and I think she might even kill him when she gets inside, if that is possible. Now this test is based off your past actions. It's not like a actual test where you have to complete something, and the characters are taking them are being judged for those past actions. You see Clark here likely inside the test being judged for her Mount Weather actions. She admits to pulling the lever, committing genocide, and she tries to defend herself by saying that she did it out of love. She killed many, both innocent strangers and enemies, to save her people. The last clip in the promo I want to go over is this one right here. Clark is holding Maddy saying, "I know you don't want to leave me, but you have to go." I think this 100% takes place towards the way end of the episode, but I'm not sure exactly what it means. So I'll give my opinions based on 3 theories that I've seen circulating. The first is that it's just simply putting Maddy down, as she was going to do at the end of last episode. I don't think that is it at all now. Just like Emory, I think they would have had Octavia shoot her if they were going to kill her. Another I've seen is that every individual person takes the test. Those that pass transcend, and the ones that fail stay behind. Clark failed hers, and now she's telling Maddy she must go take her test. And since Maddy is still young and mostly innocent, she'll probably pass, meaning they'd be separated. I also don't really agree with this one because I don't think everyone will be taking the test, just a few select people. The third is that Clark fails her test but makes a deal. Basically, Clark has to prove that everything she's done was to save her people, and she'll have to do it again here. She has to let everyone else go and transcend, and she has to stay behind all alone. And this is her saying goodbye to Maddy before letting her go. Out of those three, I'd agree with that one the most, but it's also possible that it's none of those three, and something else happens. That's it for the promo, and one last thing I want to do is give my predictions on who's going to live and die. So if that third theory is right, then Clark will not be making it to the end of the episode, and I also think Murphy, Bill, Levitt, and Shadehada will 100% die. Then I have a few that I think will 100% live, and those would include Emory, Raven, Octavia, Hope, and Jordan. I just don't see them dying at all. I don't see any way it can happen. As for the rest that I did not mention, it's pretty much 50-50 for me, and I'm really not sure. That's it for this video, giving my finale predictions. It's crazy that this will be my last ever prediction video for this show, and I'm going to miss it, but I definitely will have more videos about the 100 up after the finale, so leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.